Hey everyone, it's Brian again, and we're saying goodbye to Colombo after just a few days, and now we're heading north to Anuradhapura. Yeah, it's really hard to say, but it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, roughly in the center of Sri Lanka. So taking the night train, it's about a 5-hour train leaving at 10 p.m., and I should get there about 3 a.m. Luckily, I can check into my new hotel at 7 a.m. When do you ever hear about that, a 7 a.m. check-in? So I'm definitely looking forward to that, but I'm going to get some sleep and check out the sights of Anuradhapura. Well, this is downtown Anuradhapura at about 4 a.m. The train was about 35 minutes late, which was actually pretty good because it gave me a little bit of extra sleep, but if you want to call it sleep. That train was probably the worst sleeping train I have ever been on. The lights they didn't dim the lights. The train was really rickety and just, it was very, very loud. But yeah, definitely not conducive for sleeping, but that's all right. Hey, I'm getting where I needed to get to, and luckily I can check in here in about 2 hours, and I'll probably catch a couple hours of sleep before checking out the city. In the daylight, of course. Yes, those are cows here, just in the middle of the roundabout. Okay, I've arrived at my hotel, but it's a few hours before sunrise, so I'm just gonna chill out for a little bit until I can check in. Oh, you know, just the standard cows coming through the front entrance here of the hotel. So like I said earlier, Anuradhapura is a World Heritage Site designated by UNESCO. So yeah, this city has been inhabited for over 3,000 years and used to be the local kingdom of the Ceylonese people. But about 1,000 years ago, it kind of went downhill and stayed that way until the British came in the 1800s and kind of reestablished it as a major city here in the northern part of Sri Lanka. So, but yeah, there's supposed to be a lot of temples, a lot of old ruins that are supposed to be really well preserved. So, and they're all kind of generally in the same area. So I'm gonna go check them out. Okay, after a quick nap of about 2.5 hours, which I desperately needed, it's time to go explore the temples. But I'm not just taking a tuk-tuk. Nope, the hotel proprietor recommended, yep, I'm renting one of his bicycles. So yeah, it gives a little more flexibility. So, all right, let's go check out the temples. In the backdrop of one of the temples, we can see the rice fields and the locals harvesting the crop. When entering the area where all of the ruins are located, there is a tourist point, so there is a ticket, of course. It's $8,350. Nah, just kidding. It's 8,350 Sri Lankan rupees, which is about $25. So keep that in mind. The Buddhist statues here are considered extremely sacred, which means no hats and no shoes allowed. And, as this sign reminds us, don't take any photos with your back toward the statue. In other words, no selfies allowed. throughout the area here of the ruins and the temples, there are people selling fresh cut mango. So of course I had to grab a whole bag. This is 100 rupees, or I guess about 30 US cents, 30 euros. Pretty good deal, and it's delicious. Just like in mainland Europe, they have pay toilets, and these are 30 rupees, so a little under 10 cents in order to use the facilities. Okay, let's see how good this is. Oh yeah, that's definitely good. When the monkeys lose their fear of humans, the locals will use a slingshot to remind them to stay away. You can take any of the photos you want here, except if they're for your wedding, then forget about it. Whoa! just had my first and last dinner here in Anuradhapura. The food was amazing, and if that trend continues all around Sri Lanka, then I may not want to leave. But Anuradhapura, the main draw of this place are the Buddhist temples and ruins, and you can see that all easily in one day. If you get a tuk-tuk guide to bring you to all the places, or if you get a bicycle. If you walk it, you might need 2 days. But yeah, I basically did one night and got to see everything I needed in one day. So now I'm gonna head off to another location, and you won't find that out until I post the next video. But yeah, this is a good place. I really like it. The history, the culture. It's a huge place for the religious pilgrims for certain sects of Buddhism, which I think you may have noticed in the video. But for now, yeah, I got to get some sleep and head to the next place in the morning because I'm not doing a night train again.